see a lot of agents online referring to themselves as the go-to agent in said market, as the expert agent in said market. I'm sure you've seen it if you're on social media whatsoever. You know, a lot of agents are claiming to be the go-to Fort Lauderdale real estate agent, the go-to Miami, Florida real estate agent. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Now, in this video, I want to talk about how to become the go-to agent online in your market in just 6 months. This is YouTube for real estate, ladies and gentlemen. Now, first and foremost, I think I want to really quickly touch on limiting beliefs and mindset, because without that, executing on this doesn't really matter. So, for example, if you're an agent and you want to sell new construction, or maybe you want to work with just first-time home buyers, maybe you want to work with just investors, maybe you want to work with luxury rentals, maybe you're in like an LA or a Nashville or even South Florida, you want to work with luxury rentals, but you think to yourself, oh man, I haven't done any new construction deals yet. I haven't done any first-time home buyer deals yet. How can I position myself as the go-to person for new construction or first-time home buyers? Well, everyone starts somewhere. And regardless of when or how or why you start, at some point you have to make a decision on the type of business you want to build. That, I think, is where a lot of impact will happen, and at a much quicker rate. What I mean by that is, if you want to build a business that only services luxury waterfront in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, this is the example I'm giving you guys. If you say, you know what, I have no track record right now, I have no resume, I have no experience in luxury waterfront, but that's the goal. I want to sell these $10, $15 million homes on the Intercoastal, on Los Olas Isles. I want to sell luxury waterfront in Fort Lauderdale. That's what I want my brand to be, my reputation. That's what I'm passionate about. I love being around those types of people. That is who I want to service. How the heck do I get there? Well, the first thing is getting clarity on that, making that decision. Luxury waterfront, this is going to be my brand. I have to work towards getting that reputation, earning that reputation, okay? So when it comes to YouTube specifically, this actually makes things really simple. After you get that clarity and you're clear on your strategy that you want to roll out on YouTube, then for 6 months, at very minimum, post one video a week on luxury waterfront living in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. For 6 months, commit to a 6 month time or a 6 month timeline and post at minimum one video a week. I encourage you to look at ways to get to 2 or 3 videos a week as well. However, I know especially when just starting, you may not have the capacity or the resources to do that. So the standard at minimum is 1 video a week for 6 months. After 6 months of creating videos about luxury waterfront living in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, you will start to gain credibility and a reputation around luxury waterfront living in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Why? Because that's all you talk about. You've talked about every problem or pain point these types of people have. You've showcased the lifestyle. You've given a bunch of information and market data on luxury waterfront real estate. After 6 months, it will be undeniable. That's 24 YouTube videos. That is a catalog of YouTube videos talking about the same thing to a specific type of person. Now, leads aside, if you close business and you start generating leads from these videos, then you have the track record. Then you have your social proof. And then you feel more confident. And then you'll get momentum. And then you'll continue scaling. However, to start and to get to that point, you need to build a foundation, okay? And especially when it comes to YouTube, if you want to position yourself with said reputation online, YouTube is an excellent place to start. And this is the roadmap right here. 1 video a week at minimum. That is niche, okay? That's it. 1 video a week posting luxury waterfront living in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and you have very well positioned and set yourself up to be that go-to agent. Now, I'll wrap up the video here and say this is, back to what I said in the beginning, a lot of people call themselves the go-to agent for this, the expert agent in this. You're Fort Lauderdale, Florida experts, like real estate agent. Like, okay, like everyone says that. Everyone claims to be that, but what makes you that expert? What is your reputation actually? Okay, you say you're the go-to person, but like, what do you do specifically? Do you just help any and everyone who needs help? Or do you do something really, really good? Do you specialize in something? Oh, okay, you work with first-time home buyers? Oh yeah, she's the first-time home buyer guide. Even agents in her marketplace are like, oh, you want first-time home buyers? You're really nervous, you're freaking out. That's not what I do. I don't work with first-time home buyers, but Johnny over here, that is literally all he does. He has perfected the process. He's worked with dozens and dozens of first-time home buyers. Hey, go subscribe to his channel. He actually has a whole YouTube channel dedicated to first-time home buyers in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's very specific, I know, but however, this will dramatically help with conversions, okay? This will dramatically help with conversions because would somebody rather work with just any old agent who helps everyone, or would you rather work with that first-time home buyer in your city who's done it with dozens and dozens of people over and over again, and that's all they do, and they're really, really, really darn good at it? I know who I'd rather go with. I know who I'd be more comfortable with, and that's the person who has built their brand and positioned themselves as such. Look, guys, if you're looking to take YouTube or video as a whole more seriously as an agent, and you want to build your business alongside other agents doing the same thing at a very high level, we have Digital Real Estate Academy. You can find that in the description. It's the first line in our description. Click the link, check it out, see if it's for you. We'd love to, to have you on this journey with us. With that being said, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Support the mission. See you on the next one.